My name is Vargas. I play first base for the Minnesota Twins, first base DH. My mother told me like I have some special talent in baseball. I used to play basketball in high school, and I just listened to her and start playing baseball full time. And Twins signed me in 2009, and I got the opportunity to play professional baseball. And during the years, and I just like growing up in the Twin system and made me a major league player. Puerto Rico, people like more boxing and basketball than baseball, but really in Puerto Rico you just have time to study and work. Like you gotta have a job for support your family, and you don't have really the opportunity to play everyday baseball and try to be a major league player. It's just like if you have the opportunity of your family to help you to make your dreams come true, like being a professional baseball player. That's the only chance you have to make it, because there are not many rich families in Puerto Rico, so you gotta study and have a job to help your mother and father like work with the house. I used to work in a barber shop, and I just signed in working in the barber shop. Like the scout, he gave me the Twins contract right in the barber shop. So I just like start working, and I don't even know my name, how to say in English when I left Puerto Rico, and it was a tough process. Like go to Fort Myers, Florida. That's where Minnesota Twins are doing spring training, and it was really tough. Like no new people. And even I meet three different Puerto Ricans that I've never seen before in Puerto Rico. So it was like go away from my family and start a new life, and change my routine, because I don't used to play a lot of baseball. And that when I signed, it was like baseball every day, and it was a little difficult for me in the beginning because I just missed cutting hair. But I just start paying more attention to what I'm trying to do with my future, and I start playing baseball every day. The most, Roberto Clemente, he's one of the I can say he's the best player for me from Puerto Rico, and I just looking at him. I wasn't follow really the baseball before signing, so I just know him. And before signing, I was thinking they're just one team, the New York Yankees. Until I sign and I see, okay, Twins, the Rats, Tampa Bay Rays, and I see all the 30 teams. But before, I think it was just the Yankees and Roberto Clemente for the Pirates. And it was a tough process for me, because I don't really like baseball. I just do it because my mother, she said, oh, you got talent for baseball. And I just listen to her. But I don't really like baseball. I just see Roberto Clemente as the best Puerto Rican baseball player, but I don't even know his number in the major league, like how good he was. I don't really know. Now, yes, but before that, no, because I don't follow baseball. It was I can't believe it because I was having a good season that year, but I was in a slump for like 2 weeks. By the time I got called up, and it was like 6 in the morning. The manager called me, Smitty, yes, Smitty, and he called me and say, "Oh, you're going to the major league." I was like, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yeah, you gotta come to the field and pick up your stuff because your flight is in 3 hours." Then I say, "Okay," but I still in my bed and all my teammates was sleeping. Adrian Sarcedo, Eddie Rosario, and Jairo Rodriguez. They was sleeping, and I was like, "Okay, I should wake up my teammates and let them know." But it was like, I don't really believe it until I see the flight in my email. Because I was a little bit thinking about what I can do for get out of the slump. I don't really think about go to the major leagues and anything. I was in AA. Like I don't expect that I'm gonna be called up from AA. But it was really good. Like when I fly to Kansas City, then when first I see the stadium and I see all that people, I say like, "Oh, I like this." I like this. I want to be here for a long time because it's different. Like when you come from the minor leagues and you just first play in the major leagues, it's like you see the difference. You don't want to leave from there. I was 17 years old. It was a year before I signed with the Twins. Yeah, I learned late. It was like I was practice by my house in Puerto Rico, and my coach in that moment, he told me like, "Oh, you have pretty good swing in your left side," because I was practicing just with my teammates, and he said, "You got pretty good swing in your left side. And take field on BP." And I take like 3 pitches, and I hit 3 home runs. He said, "Oh, you should start practice in your left side," and I start practicing my left side. And before signing, I went to Dominican with the Minnesota Twin Academy. Then I take like 49 at bats, and it was like 35 strikeout in my left side because I don't really know how to hit in the game in my left side, but I have some power in my left side. And when I signed with the Twins, they started teach me like how to hit in my left side, and I've been better every year. Nervous. Yeah, that day I got a foul ball right to first base, and I dropped it. I was very nervous. I don't make errors in that year during the whole year. In that game, I made 2, and I was really nervous. It was cold, and Chris Sir was pitching, and I just tried to control my emotion, but it was tough until I get my first hits. That's he showed me the products last year. He sent me kind of this ball with a metal bat. Then I'm start using before like I use it more for warm up, like right before I start my routine in the cage. Just the heavy balls, like my arm feels like really good by the time that I take the regular bat. And I mean, I see a lot of players using the heavy balls because it's like you don't really feel the impact of the regular ball when with a regular bat, and I get more power too. Like when I practice for a few weeks with the heavy ball, the regular ball just fly like a bird. I think it's really good product and help me a lot as a professional player. And it's gonna help a lot of amateur player, college and kids. And it's really good value product. So everybody can get one, like to training and get better. I've been training a lot, looking for a big year, and I just try to stay healthy whole year, whole season, and I just waited for a big chance to prove that I can play every day in a major league show. Takes a lot of sacrifice. Like you gotta sacrifice your time. Sometimes your family, like because you take a lot of time of working and learning how to being perfect playing the game the right way. So it's just sacrifice and fight every single day for your goal. If you want to be a baseball player, you gotta watch Major League Baseball and try to pick one player that you want to follow, and just start do your thing every single day at the baseball field and try to get better.